You know, that on Phil's TV, it's showing that. So we'll each see the promo.
He's already live.
Oh, this one is
Does
streamed.
he know that?
Sorry?
This one is streamed, so I don't have to.
He knows
put
that.
camera and stuff.
You told what? I said.
Okay, you guys are welcome to start. Dice are in the cup. Dice should be in the dice. If they're not in that cup, they're right there. Even this dice.
Can I use my dice cup?
Yeah, as long as you use the
Yeah.
dice.
Can I use my dice cup?
Absolutely. As long as you use the dice letter.
Well, hello everybody. Wait, it doesn't sound like it's on, is it?
Is it possible to change it because it's
Okay.
too big for my hand?
All right, everybody. Hello again from lovely Dubai, and we're in the later rounds, and we have two great players playing who are 4-1 record. You're not knocked out of this tournament until you've lost 3 times, so you can still win the tournament with 2 losses. So these two are in great shape, and we have Katalin Veszeli, and I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. She's from Budapest, and she is a student of FTbgsystem, and she's been playing for about 30 years. She records all of her matches. Am I on? And she's in IT. Very nice lady, and very studious student of the game, and she's doing very well. The person she's playing is no mystery to anybody. Toni Bernaba is a giant and a fantastic player who's played many matches under 3 PR, and from Lebanon. And by the way, both of these people are in the IT business. They both do IT work, so they're technologically smart, which I think it's very common in backgammon for people to be IT people and mathematicians and things like that. So we're going to be starting very shortly. I don't know what they're waiting for. I'm happy to be doing commentary because Mochi beat me in my last round. He was very, very lucky. He had a lucky draw. But we had a great match. We actually made 2 bets on positions, and I won 1 bet, and he won 1 bet. The bet I won, I made a play, and then I bet him my play was wrong, and he bet my play was right. And I was right, but my play was wrong. So that's called hedging your bets, isn't it? Okay. This should be a very good match. I expect to see excellent play by both players. We don't have an XG feed. On Stream 1, there is an XG feed, and I prefer not having it. That's Toni playing the black checkers, the guy with the bigger hands. Ah, she's a neatness freak, one of those.
Break is allowed, or break is allowed?
Usually it's not allowed.
Yeah, but
only.
They're wondering if, they should.
Okay.
They stop the clock. That's fine.
Break is allowed or no?
By the way, I love that for a 9-point match, normally you have 18 minutes on the clock. They only have 14 here. It speeds up all the matches because they want to get matches done in 2 hours, and I think it's a better game. I think 14 is plenty good, but I have seen many, many players run short of time. Oliver Squire just lost his last game in a match at double match point in a big back game where he had 10 seconds on the clock. So that extra 4 minutes could make a big, big difference in the match. You're going to play a little bit faster. But really, if you're a seasoned player, you should realize you have plenty of time with that 12-second delay, most of the time anyway. Okay, and I also am a firm believer of making sure that you leave time at the end of the match to leave time at the end of the match if you can, because that's where it's really important, at the end of the match. There is no good play here. You just got to find the least ugly play, and I think that's probably right. You just don't want to stack up, and you don't want to be stuck on the ace point. Got to gamble a little bit when you have a really bad roll like this. And there's an obvious double hit, and if Toni doesn't hit back, it's going to be a pass. Well, maybe if he comes in with one. Oh, he came in with both. Okay, I take back what I said. Not even a double. She's certainly going to cover. Huh? It might be stacking it. Maybe you put 2 checkers down to the. Ooh, wait a minute. You could hit here. It might be right to hit. You have a 3-point board versus a 1-point board. The book says when you got them outboarded, hit. I like this play. Why not be offensive? I'm always offensive, even when I'm not playing backgammon. I really like that play. Okay, she does it. We got a lot more women playing very, very well and making noise in the backgammon community. I'm really happy to see it, as all of us are. We want to see more women and kids and Pastafarians. The more diversity, the better. Okay. Five is I'm hitting 2 just because it's so much fun. That's the play. That's my play. It's so often right in these kinds of positions. Even when your opponent has a 3-point board, but he's got a blot in that board. That's what makes me want to hit 2. The other reason I want to hit 2 is I don't like anything else. Well, that's not bad. And then splitting the back checkers. That might be right. It's just so non-volatile. Probably right. Well, when you roll a 1 in a position like this, you almost always have to think about hitting, because again, you got your opponent outboarded. So that's my play. Again, you're outboarded. You got him outboarded. Go for it. Jill Sylvester taught me a saying a long time ago: offense, offense, defense, defense. When you're in an offensive position, play offensively. When you're in a defensive position, come in off the bar and hit twice. All right. Well, this is interesting also. You can make the 3-point. Looks like a 5-3. Kind of hard to read that dice there. Oh, yeah, I see it. 5-3. I think that's the play. You don't want to be loose in there with that against that board. You need to make some points. You button up and then hit loose. That's your only other option. I think this is right. Ooh, and a dance. Wow. Toni has taken back the offense. He's breathed. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm making the 4-point here. Going to continue and switch. That's me. Boy, Toni must be playing bad. He's making all my plays. Now look what happened. This game was almost over, and Caitlin was almost doubling him out. And now Toni's got a big, big position here. He's thinking about the cube, and he does. I like this cube very much. Hi, how are you? Excuse me, I'm broadcasting right now. Thank you. So we have a tough cube situation where I think almost anybody would pass. He might have been too good to double there. We'll talk later. 6-4 opening. It's become very much fun because there's 3 ways to play it, and they're all real close. They change very slightly depending on the score. When you're down in the score, you're supposed to make the 2-point, but down 1-0. Who knows? You can flip a coin. The future rollouts might even change it. We don't know. Not much you can do with this roll. I'm tempted to just go all the way to my 5-point, all the way around. There is an argument for making the 3-point here. But I think you just take that checker all the way around to your 5-point. Ugh, I hate that. That's just so ugly. Wow. Nobody would have made that play 20 years ago, but it is becoming more and more accurate. So do you make the 5 or do you make the 4? I think you make the 5 because of the stack. I like her play. In and down, pretty much forced. Double 3s. You can cover and come down, or you can cover and hit. You can hit 2. 1, 2. Hit another checker, bring a checker down. Then if there's a dance, you've got a double. I like hitting 2. That's good. Now hit the other checker. Oh, doesn't roll a 1, might be game over. I don't like that. I still like the hitting 2 play. And I could be wrong. Where's the last one? It's down. Okay. Toni's playing pure. Making the right points. Not a good time to dance. Double 1s, all forced. There you go. Must hit. No question about it. Toni needs a 4. Oh no, he can't be thinking of doubling here. He fails here. He's in trouble. And he did fail. All he can do is slot the 3. Oh, he could come out. He might come out. But nothing's duplicated. 6s and 4s cover. Well, 6 is duplicated. I think this has to be the play. Coming out could be right, but you're duplicating the 6s to cover and to hit. And the other play's pretty ugly. Ooh, not a pretty roll. I guess you come out and hit, or come in and hit, but the hit has got to be part of the equation. And she failed to hit 2 earlier, which I thought was right. And I could be wrong. I was wrong once a few years ago. Oh, I just, why not take away half the roll and hit? I really don't like, I think she's playing a little timid for my style. Maybe that's why she's still in the tournament and I'm doing commentary. Maybe she's playing right. I mean, if she's way ahead in the race, I liked her plays, but I don't think that's the case. In fact, I think she's behind in the race. So that's all the more reason to do some hitting. Well, this is a great roll by Toni. He's ahead in the race, so just race. Just move those back checkers all the way. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Caitlin's roll. I'm sorry. I had the wrong person on roll. The 6-1s are not nice when you have to leave shots. Leaves the fewest shots. Gets ready to make a nice board. She doesn't quite have enough for a double. And she missed. I think you got to clear the back point. Yep. That's my play. Otherwise, what are you going to do next time? She's thinking about maybe leaving a shot. Leave a 3 shot with those 2 blots inside and keep your points. There's a good argument for that. Only 3-5, 3-1, and 3-6 would hit and cover. I like this play. I like that play. It's a gutsy play. Okay, he doesn't get one of the covers. But he's going to make 2 points, and he did. So Toni is very stripped here with his 2 checkers at every point. It's called temps, T-E-M-P-S. too many points. Because right now, what's he going to do if he rolls a 5 or a 6? Especially a 6. Ah, he avoids the problem. I think you clear the 5 point. Yep. And now look who's stripped. Caitlin now has 2 checkers on all of her outside points and has temps. They both had temps. Both had 7 points made using up 14 checkers. And in that situation, you want to roll doubles. And you don't want to roll a double that works, like double 4s. This race is very close. I think it has to be the right play, though, because what else could she have? Take a look at the alternatives. Losing the 8 point and staying further back. It's just not much choice, even if the race isn't gin. She's counting. That's great. Take your time. Even with 14 minutes on the clock, you got reasonable time to make sure. Yeah, this play I don't like because what's going to happen next roll? And if Toni doesn't roll a 1 or a 2 and gets past, now she's going to have trouble bringing it home. I think this has to be right. Three, 1. Didn't even think about clearing the back point. I guess it's because of the race. Didn't even think about it. Clearing the 11 point. I would have given that some thought. Now you have to clear the 11 point. She's not down that much in the race. I guess you could make the 2 point, but yeah, go and make the 2 point now, just in case. Why not? And leave yourself a spare outside. No, don't do that. Now your next 6 could be a problem. Cover the 2 point and leave a spare out there, but now it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter. See, he rolled double 5 and the race is close, so she should have been clearing and playing for the race more, but that double 5 was a big roll. He's down 5 in the outfield, and he's up a bunch there. He's up 20 on the 5 point, so that puts him up 15 and 4, 19, 2, 4, 5, 6. I think my quick count is he's up about 12, 13 pips, which is a pass. Yeah. I think Caitlin played that game a little timid. I think there were 2 situations there where I would have hit where she didn't. So again, you're winning up and down. When you're losing, making the 2 point makes more sense because it gets more gammons for you. Now you're supposed to split the back checker, and she did. Very good. Some people play that wrong. They bring 2 down with a 6-3. When you hit with a 6, you split the back checkers, unless you've got a special reason not to. 1 point, and down and cover. Very nice. Great roll. There's really not another play that makes sense. Coming in and covering. Okay. Three, 1. I think he has to make your 5 point only because if you try to make the anchor on the other side, your 1's ugly or you're leaving a shot. So I think this has to be right. Ooh, great roll. Oh, no, come on. Don't move that so quickly. I'm not sure of that play. I would have made the 5 and the 4, or at least thought about it, instead of the anchor. How would that have worked with a 6-5 coming up? She did it very quickly, and I'm not sure it was right. I mean, even if she was right, I would have taken more time because making the 4 and the 5 is almost thematic in that roll. 6-2 plays itself. Toni would like to get out with a 6, and he doesn't. But he's going to step up with the 2 and split with the 1. No, he doesn't want to step up because he gives her too much ammunition. There's logic there. Good logic there. I think stepping up to the 2 could be right, though. That's my 1 for sure. That part you know. Sorry, Toni, I'm stepping up. Okay. Toni's a great player. I wouldn't bet him. Double 5s. Look how good stepping up would have been compared to this. See, I was right. Ha ha. 1 ply rollout. Not enough to cube now. It's too soon, I think. She agrees. 6-5 makes the ace point or runs.
It was right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
I like the run with the checker on the bar. Toni would like a 5-6 or a 5-1 or a 5-2. And now you probably have a double. And I'm not sure it's a take, so that's how I know it's a double. Woolsey's Law is the best rule in backgammon ever invented. Thank you, Kit Woolsey. You ask yourself, will my opponent take or pass? And if you're not sure, give the cube. If you're sure they're passing, give the cube. Very good double. And he took it, and I wasn't sure it was a take. So that means it's a good double anyway. Make the 5 and then remake the bar. There you go. Great roll. Great roll. I'm not sure I would have taken that cube, but Toni... Ooh, here's another great roll. This gets Toni back in the game. That was a real joker. Toni needs a 1 sometime very quickly to get back in this game, to really get back in the game. He needs a 1 so he can jump out. Although if Caitlin doesn't come in soon, we got a prime versus prime. And I think Caitlin has a little better timing in the prime versus prime situation. That was big to come in, and now she comes down. And now Toni needs a 5 to hit, a 1 to come up, a 2 to cover, a 6 to cover. He gets a 6 and a 2. And the 6 comes in. Okay. Caitlin wants a 6. If she gets a 5, she should certainly think about hitting off the ace. 2-1. Good play. Ooh, Toni. This is tricky. 2 down. Hope she doesn't roll a 6. Then she attacks on the ace. Hitting is really ugly here. Breaking your prime. I don't think hitting has the right idea. I think it's 2 down. Prime versus prime checker plays are the hardest. I think that's harder than back games. I can understand the hit here. He's going to leave a blot with 2 down. This way, at least he's got 16 really great numbers if she dances. It wouldn't be my play, though. I would bring 2 down and hope she doesn't roll a 6. It's a great position. I have no idea which one's right. Is there an alternative? There's an alternative. To just bring 1 down all the way and leave a 1. But that still leaves a 1 and a 6. Yeah, this is my play. This is my play. This is the prettiest looking of all the positions. I learned this from David Wells, playing with him a lot. He makes the play he thinks is prettiest. And hitting here is ugly. But it could be right. All right. Caitlin has a big opportunity here. And she misses it. He's still got a lot of work to do. He's got to get that 1. He's got to cover and get the 1 and get out. Ooh. Yeah. Figures he's got time to come out. I don't think he can double until he rolls a 1. There it is. And make the prime. Now it might be too good for a roll. Wait and see one roll. Or does he give it now? My old buddy Eric Peterson giving me Dick and Kelly. Nice to see you. Oh, cocked. So he feels he's too good to double. If he rolls a 6, he would be very sorry he doubled. And he sure got a big payoff for this. And you know why he got the big payoff? Because he took my play. The 2-down play worked. That was the play of the game. And I don't think Caitlin did anything wrong at all this game. She just got unlucky, which happens sometimes. It never happens to me, but it happens. Now, one thing you don't do is bring this in. Oh, no, that's wrong. That's the wrong play according to XG. I would have played 5 to 4. You have the most opportunity to leave shots on your next roll, or leave it awkward on your next roll, when you have all of your checkers on the 6 and 5. I'm going to have to give him that lesson. That play was really wrong. Unnecessary. Although you do win a couple more gammons with it. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Oh, yeah, but he's got the cube. He can double out if he rolls an awkward number. Maybe it's right when you're holding the cube. I'm not used to having the cube in this position. It's usually on the other side. This play might have been right. 1, 2, 3. Do you peel? He's playing very aggressively. There's not many shot levers, and she could have come in with a 6. Only high doubles here. Now, if she dances, do you double? Because you have a lot of shot leaving numbers. That solved his problem. He actually is happy to see her come in, I think, here. Otherwise, he leaves a shot with everything but a 1. And he's still favored to get the gammon. Well, I wouldn't waste a pip here. I'd just bring them all around. I wouldn't waste a pip. Nah, she wasted 2 pips. But she did get the crossover, but it's a crossover the other way. I don't think that was right. Now it's close, but I would come across. I like this play. She should get off this gammon if Toni doesn't do something exciting. Or she doesn't roll something. Oh, that's something exciting. She needs doubles now. And those are not doubles. Big game for Toni. Big game for Toni. Big turnaround. That game could have easily gone either way. I think Caitlin was actually favored. Change the scoreboard, guys. Change the score. 6-0. Tara, if you can hear me, tell him. Oh, he's doing it. Okay, he's changing the score. The one we call on when there's a problem is Tara. She's available and takes care of everything, including Bill, who's doing streaming on the other stream along with my good friend Tobias Helwag. All right. Hit and down. Very good. 6-0. Toni's got a major lead. And from this moment on, I'm playing Gammon Go if I'm a Caitlin, and Gammon Save if I am Toni. Oh, the ants. In my chouette, you win a point for that. Yeah, I would give this cube. At this score, do it. Good for you, Caitlin. Good. At least, even if it's not a cube, you got to think. I would give this cube. I think Toni would take, but I'm giving the cube. You got to be aggressive at this score. This is a gammonish kind of situation. And, of course, Toni does take it, but I like the cube very much. 6-2 covers. I like that cube. That was nice. She hits here, and she's got a big game. She hits 2. She doesn't hit any. I'm making my 4-point. I'm playing offensive in this score. Lots of times it's right to make your opponent's 5 point, but I love this play, especially at this score with the cube turned. 6-1, he can hit or make the bar point. I think with his board, I would make the bar. This is not a really great hitting situation, but Toni thinks it's a hit. Okay, takes away half a roll. Comes in and does nothing. See how good hitting was there? Just like I said. I'm glad you can't rewind and hear that I'm lying right now. I would not have hit there. And every time Toni makes a play that I don't agree with, I'm going to make a mental note to go check it. Find out why I was wrong. Why doesn't everybody use a baffle box, and why doesn't everybody use one of my baffle boxes? You won't have dice on the floor like that. Okay, 5-3. You can make the 3 point, or I don't see the or. There it is. If you don't see an or, then do it. It's like Yogi Berra said, if you come to a fork in the road, take it. There was no alternative that I saw. 6-4. Now you cover. And around. Come around. What else? You thinking about coming out and duplicating some numbers? No, come around and dupes the 5s. Gives you a builder. An exposed checker anyway. This play seems so natural to me. That's it. Yes. Yeah, Toni really gave that some thought. That to me looked like autoplay. Now, Toni is not recubing too quickly. He might be too good. He's going to hit. Bring the 2 down for another cover. Bring the 2 down for another cover or come up? No, I come down. I'm playing the blitz mode here. He's got 10 checkers in the zone. He'll have 11 if he brings the checker down. That's a hell of a blitz. And Toni's holding the cube if things go wrong. I like this play. Pick up your dice, Toni. This is it. You win the whole match by winning a gammon. Are you really worried about getting that back checker out? Come on. I don't see it. It looks automatic to me to hit and come down. This play's reasonable. You know, your opponent has a 3-point board. I can understand lifting. I wouldn't, but I can understand it. I think you have to play for it. Good. Good play. Katalin is in big trouble. Toni can gammon for the match. And I certainly don't blame Katalin in this game for her cube action or any checker play she made. I thought she played it very well. Just had some bad dice. And Toni had some really good dice. Again, Toni, why are you playing on that side of the board? I don't see it with 2 checkers up. I go to the bar. Absolutely. Absolutely. That bar point's important. Plus, that's a builder for the 2 point in case you want to make the 2 point. All right, there's the prime. Okay. There's the 5 prime. That's going to be tough. Katalin never should have doubled this game. I'm kidding, of course. 1, 2, 3, and a builder. Bring it in. There you go. Really funny. It would have been funny to make the 2 point here and have 4 builders for the 5 point. That's a blitzing play that sometimes makes sense. Would have been an interesting thing to look at. All right, get another builder. Okay. Not much else he can do. He's not going to slot it. Katalin, you're not supposed to just dance the whole time. Now he wants to get that checker out for sure. And the 5 goes around because you can't get another builder, so that's pretty natural. She needs to get in there. No. I'm not rooting for her because of any reason. I just rooting for the game to get better. I'm just feeling for her. She's played courageously. And getting this far in this tournament is a real accomplishment. A lot of people wouldn't even think of breaking the bar point there, but Toni does it automatically, and it's clearly going to be right. Even double 6s doesn't leave a shot because you can't play the 6s. Well, the 2's got to come in. Got to come in. Anything else dumps checkers down lower, which is what you don't want. No, no, no. Got to come in. Nothing leaves a shot. You're getting your check. You can't take them off until you get them in. Okay. At this point, Katalin's better off on the bar with at least one checker. Oh, clearing. That's a good roll. He's got the gammon anyway if he doesn't leave a shot, probably. Almost certainly. So all he cares about is not leaving a shot. He doesn't need to rip checkers. And I take 2 off the back. I don't know. Looks like you don't want to keep it out. You don't want it to be odd. So I take another checker off the 5 point. You don't want to make double 5s, double 6s, and double 4s. Well, double 4s is bad this way, but double 5s and double 6s is bad the other way. So I'd rather have one double that kills me instead of 2. There you go. I'm pretty sure this is right. Well, again, Toni did a play that I didn't like, which means I must be missing something. Keeping your checkers up high to keep the points longer, I don't think that shouldn't be a factor here. Ha! What did he know? I would have been leaving a blot with double 4s. What did he know? Wow. Make my play and you leave a shot. But it wouldn't have been hit. She needed a 3. Oh, my goodness. But, oh, my play was right anyway. Wow. This is the big roll of the match right here. Match is pretty much over if she doesn't hit this. No. He could leave another shot. She might save the gammon. But it's going to be tough. Going to be very tough. Double 4s leaves a shot here. That's automatic. Well, you're not going to leave a shot, so you have to make that play. But next time he needs a 2. All right. He needs a 2 or doubles. Okay, there it is. Now who needs a 2? She got it. Keep in mind, though, he's holding the cube, and at the appropriate time, he could double her out, but I don't think he can now. He doesn't want a 4 cube right now. She would grab it. Oh, his worst. That was his worst roll, coming in and having it with an ace. I would lift. I don't want to get hit in the outfield, make it harder. Although with that blot there, you might want to get hit. Let's see. But I still think lifting is right. I think it's 7-5. I played a position like this the other day, and I pretty much know the right place because I made so many wrong ones. Okay, this can't hurt. Getting hit isn't terrible here. She gets a shot at that second checker. Second checker is going to be pretty much gin for her. Oh, great roll for Toni. That was incredible. Now he can't possibly give her a second checker. He's got 10 checkers off. I don't think hitting is the right idea. I would have made the prime. No, I would have made this 7 point because if he'd have to roll a 6 and you can bring it home easier. I don't know if that was the right idea there. And make the 5. There you go. Well, good. She didn't hit that time. Now he needs a 4. Last time it would have just been a 6, and she had plenty of coverage. So I would have, I would not have hit that last time. So the one time she hit, I disagreed. The 2 times she didn't hit, I would have hit. I like this play. Even double 4s doesn't hurt her. Okay. It's about 35 numbers that hit here out of 36. 6. And the 4 gets into position. There you go. With 10 checkers off, even if she closes the board and gets to a perfect bear off, it doesn't cover, so she has to hit now. This time she has to hit. With 10 checkers off, a closed board and a perfect bear off, I think Toni's about 80%. That leaves her 20%, which means he still can't redouble and close her. She'll take and recube the 8. Oh, but 8 doesn't get her the match, but it's still wrong. You got to hit now. Yeah. Now get yourself another cover by coming in to the 5 point. Keep that point and come into the 5 point. No, you want covers. That's 2, 3. Oh no, I don't understand that. I want to cover the 3 point. I would have brought a checkers in. Get more covers. Now if she covers with a 6, she loses that point. All right, she's got to cover. Nah, I didn't like that play. And by the way, just because I say I don't like the play doesn't mean she's wrong. That just means I disagree. Needs 1s, 6s, and 5s. She got it. She got the 5. Okay. Oh, interesting play here. I think you hit. And again, you want more covers. No. Most of the time it's wrong to block double 6s because anything else that's rolled, you have fewer options. I think you have to put a checker on the 13 point. So that's it. Very good, Caitlin. It shoots at the bar point to make it or hit. She shouldn't have put a checker there. She got hit. 4s and 1s. There, she got the 4. Okay. Toni keeps coming in. He's persistent. I bet he comes in. He's coming every time. Look at that. Every time. 7s hit. 7s hit. There you go. And Toni's going to come in again because he never misses. Oh, that would have been a good roll. Never miss Toni. You got a new nickname for Toni Bernaba. Now here I think you make that point. I come in with the 2 and make the point so you don't get hit. And that's a little loose. The other possibility was to come in with the 5, come in with the 2 and bring the 5 in. Yeah, see, I didn't want to get hit there. It reduces your odds of hitting back. And you don't hit now, it could be the end of the match. Ah, she gets. Okay. The game that never ends. Toni, will you dance one time? No, he doesn't. Never, ever once. Of course, he's favored to come in each time. 20 out of 36 rolls come in, but not favored to come in every time. There's something to be said for hitting there with the 5-3, right off the ace point. In fact, I would have. I don't think she looked at it. 7s, 9s, and 11s. 6. Oh, great roll. Yes. What are you looking at? Make it. A good roll. Whew. Just in time before that double 5. Double 3s. Double 3s hits loose. That's right. And Toni always comes in. Except then, finally. She's looking for a 5. She got, oh, great roll. Double 5s. 1. It covers. It covers. Covers. There it is. 2, 3, 4. She got it. 6 prime. Okay. So again, assuming she closes her board, gets a perfect bear off would be a spare on the 6, 5, and 4. With 10 checkers off, Toni's about an 80% favorite to win the game, which means he cannot recube because 20% is way, way too much to give away because she's going to take and recube to 8 with 20%. So the equities are just not there. Not being able to get the second checker was a big, big thing. I would have brought the 3 in. You want to hit off that ace as quickly as possible. The sooner the better, which, because you get too late and you roll double 5s or something, you get in trouble. No, 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 no. You're hitting off the ace point. Caitlin, no. You must hit there. You roll double 5s, double 4s, some goofy numbers, and you got problems.
Correct?
No, yeah, yeah.
It's automatic to hit off the ace in these positions. Okay, she did it. The other thing about playing off the ace point easy is you avoid this situation where you're putting your checkers in deep. Put your checkers in too deep, your odds go way down. See, this is far from a perfect bear off. This is a lousy bear off.
That's correct.
Toni's probably closer to 85 or 90% now because of the bad bear off.
Okay.
It's a big difference between this and having the checkers on the high points. That's why you hit loose early. This is really a bad roll. I see her pain, but this is partially her fault for not hitting sooner. You hit sooner, then you got lots of time to bring your checkers to the high points. Okay, that's a lesson she needs from Zedek. I think I leave the checker on the 5 point so that if I get hit, I have a chance. I would rather get hit if he rolls the 5 than not get hit. So I would have left the checker on the 5. I like taking a checker off. I think that's worthwhile. Ball game. But he can double now. It's all over. He's doubling. Doesn't get the gammon. Saving the gammon was very big for her there. 8-0. Not a real good score to be at. Maybe about 6% equity, 6% chance of winning, something like that. Got to do my Neil's numbers. Thanks to you, Neil Kazaros. Many years ago, even before we had the bots, he was coming up with these numbers. It's not fair for somebody like Neil to be that smart. Makes it much harder for the rest of us. So, does the gammon matter at the score? Not very much. Doesn't really help that much to win 2 points instead of 1 for Katalin. So she should be playing this like DMP, and so should Toni. If she had 1 point, then winning a gammon would get her to 3. get her an even number away from winning, and a gammon would matter, really. So that's the only thing I think about in a Crawford game, is whether or not gammons matter or not. That's all that matters. If it doesn't matter, you play DMP. If it doesn't matter, then you don't play total gammon save at this score, but you play more safely. A little bit more worried about the gammons. I might be bringing 2 down here. Might be right to slot the 4. I don't like coming off the back. You know, more I think about it, I like slotting the 4. Yeah, see, that's my 6. That might be my 3. But leaving the 2 blots I don't like as much as slotting the 4. And it's fewer shots when you slot the 4. All right. It's a better place to be. We'll see what happens. It was wrong to slot the 4. You'd have been hit. Tony's going to be rewarded if he makes the bar here, and he's very highly favored to do that. And he does. And what else is there besides coming in? You're not going to break your midpoint. What are you going to do? Okay. And what are you thinking, Tony? What's the alternative? Coming down? Giving her an ace? The fact that gammons don't matter would make you be a little less afraid to play big, but this play seems so natural. He does it. Okay, nothing wrong with thinking about it. She can play very safely here, or she can slot her bar. I think this play makes sense. I give Tony the 6 to really clobber her. Oh, big roll. Double 4s. Now, do you keep going or make a 5 prime? This is a conundrum. He's thinking about the inside point. More connectivity for the back checkers. That's a third option. I was thinking about making the 9 point or coming out. I think when you're up in the race, I think coming out might be right. I think you just continue those back checkers. He's well up in the race. He'd like to be playing a racing game. I continue the back checkers. I've made my decision. Up in the race, you race. My second play is to make the 9 point. But that leaves those 2 checkers stranded. Okay. 6 5s are not great, but slots 2 points. Tony would like an 8. Wait a minute. Did I say he'd like an 8? There's another 8. He could have hit. Wow. I guess if gammons don't matter, you don't hit here. 5 primes are very strong. And she could make an advanced anchor if he hit. Yeah, I like his play. I was focusing on the 8 to hit, but you got to look around the board sometimes. It's helpful. It's very helpful to look around. Pretty strong position for Tony now. He's a big favorite in this match and in this game. Now he'll take the hit with an 8. There's an argument to run with both so you don't get pointed inside. And there's an argument to have fewer blots. This is only 3s, though. And I like this play. Only 3s and 2s to cover. This play looks natural to me. She really needs to do some damage here. And that is not damage. Is there an argument for coming out with a 1-6? There is. I like her looking at this. This is worth looking at. If he hits with a 2 or an 8, she's pretty much dead. But now he can also point on her with 6-4, 6-5, and 5-4. Would he hit loose with a 5 or a 4? I don't know. Probably not. This play might be too big, but she's running out of time. I think this is very good play, especially when gammons don't matter. There's the 8. There's the 8. Oh, but he can make a 6 prime. Wow. Cute play. You know, 6 primes are pretty good. It may be the most underrated position in backgammon. And it's highly rated, by the way. I like this play. 6 in a row is what they call very solid. The alternative is the outside hit. She could come in and hit back. She could come in and make the 2-point. It certainly is worth looking at, but nope, I see ways you can get hurt here, and I don't see too many ways you can get hurt with the 6 prime. So, again, Toni doesn't make the play that I like, especially when gammons don't matter. And that's the other thing. She makes the ace-point game. She's got a game. It's not a great game, but there's a game here. I really thought the prime was right there. Very interesting. We had a lot of really interesting positions. Now, do you hit? There's a real good argument for not hitting. You help her timing if you hit. And he is hitting. See, when gammons don't matter, but you stop her from making points inside. I'm not hitting. I'm sorry, I would not hit here. I think she's running out of time and could be crashing some. Also, hitting could let her make the 2-point. Okay, I disagree with 3 of Toni's plays this game. And he's probably right. Figure she's crashing anyway. Okay. That's actually a good roll for Katalin. That's actually a very bad roll for Katalin. And that's his worst. His worst. 1-6, 1-5. 1. It starts with a 1. Do you lift? Yes. Can't cover it. A little dance here, and Katalin's in this game. That's not a dance. Awfully strong roll.
Not bad.
She was 1 roll away from really getting into this game and having a shot. That's backgammon. I don't know another game as exciting as this, and I play them all. Play poker, gin, bridge, you name it. Nothing has the swings and the excitement of this game. Poker has plenty of excitement, but only if there's a big bet. You don't need a big bet in backgammon to get excited. You don't even have to play for money to make it really exciting. Oh, there's that 6-5 again. Twice he did it in this position. Wow. Same exact position, same 6-5. Twice in one game. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. But I haven't been playing very long, only about 72 years. Wow, that was really strange. He got back to the same position, rolled the same roll. Wow. That's so cool. All right, he's gonna hit loose now. He will hit loose. I promise you he'll hit loose because of the you don't want to let her out with a 6. Ooh, there's a 1. She's still in the game. She's still fighting. Toni wants a 4. He got it. He hits 2. Hit them both. Yep. I think I hear a fat lady singing, as the expression goes. Yep. Sometimes you clear the 6-point there, but I don't think you needed to. You didn't even think about it, though. You could have cleared the 6 point. Left no shot. If Caitlin wins this game, I will eat my hat. And I'm not even wearing one. Oh. That one is big. There's life. There is life. All right, he comes in and out. He's worried about double sixes. Worried about outfield coverage. That's a lot of outfield coverage in case she rolls a 6-1, something like that. He gets more coverage. He would like a 1 or a 2 so he can get that checker moving on the. That's it. Get that checker off the 5 point for. But why that 6? Why not the other 6? Why not the back checker? I guess to protect against double sixes and 6-5, you keep the back checker as the catcher. Oh, that's not good for Caitlin. She doesn't like losing that point and having a blot in her board. Okay. There's still a double 6 on the dice. Okay. This play is clear. There's the double 6. We have a game. Wow. We have a game. I still think Toni's a pretty good favorite. But she got into the game, well. Okay. Toni's still favored here. She made it exciting, though. No, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Caitlin needs miracles, or a bunch of misses here. There's a miss. There's the first miss. Got to be followed up by some doubles. No, she's running out of time. She needs those doubles quickly. That's a great roll for Toni. Ooh. Look close. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. That's the match. The great Toni Bernaba is proving that he deserves the word great in his name. He played very, very courageously. Very good match. Congratulations, Toni. Caitlin, you played bravely and well. A few technical errors that I'm sure can easily be corrected. We're going to see a lot more of this young lady in the future, I'm sure. And getting this far was an accomplishment by itself. Why don't you switch to, if you were watching this live, switch to stream 1. You'll see Mochi is playing, and we have mediocre commentary because I'm not there, but they're pretty good. Thanks for watching. There'll be a lot more matches tonight and all week and next couple days.